morning, evening, afternoon, or whenever the heck you're listening to this. Welcome back to Nerdin' Out. That sounded way more professional than I meant it to sound. My name is Evan.
My name is Midnight Blue, also known as Nathaniel.
And then
Mine is Mother Slayer 419.
Underscore.
420 was taken, so I had to do 419.
419. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, who are the 418 Mother Slayers?
I don't know.
Hello, David.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
It's like, don't call
Nathaniel, welcome back.
me. It's like,
Thank
don't
you.
call me by my alias.
That's right.
I hear you took my spot last time, and
You know, there was contracts that were signed.
yeah,
Things
I didn't
happened.
know about those. I feel like I got kicked off the show.
Nathaniel
mean-
was listening to it. He was like, wait, you're getting paid?
I mean,
What? When did
I won't deny it, but I won't
I've
confirm it.
been like giving money into this, so I don't know how you're getting.
Where do you
paid.
think
Oh,
it's going?
That's where
Yeah.
yeah.
Clearly.
So welcome
but-
to this episode.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, yeah. Welcome back, Nathaniel.
Thank you.
We did miss you, and
Oh, yeah.
we know that work comes first. We're not getting paid to do this. We're doing this strictly as a hobby right now.
Well, don't say we're not getting paid to do this. We're getting paid in by other means. So we won't disclose that because
Blockbuster.
Stop,
gift cards.
Nathaniel. Don't talk about your time on the streets.
What?
that's what I do. I just collect bottles off the street. That's what my job
Oh,
is.
I
Yeah.
did that for a time, actually.
There's like a recycling bin on most of the corners of the street that he goes and collects
The
bottles.
recycling bin is on my back, and I get the recycling out of people's yards. So
Oh, nice.
You're like a plastic bottle troll.
if
Yeah,
I was made out
yeah,
of plastic
yeah.
bottles. Sure.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just a troll that collects plastic bottles. You're just
Yes.
known as the plastic
No,
bottle
I used
troll.
to do that on like recycle day.
You
I
used to be a troll?
Yeah, I used to literally take like. No, you laugh. This is back when I used to take garbage cans that have wheels on them, right?
Yeah.
And I'd go up and down my street and dig through people's recycle for bottles and cans. I'm not even joking.
And you were not homeless, or you were?
No, I was. Well, I was 15.
I mean, I slept
thrown
in it,
away.
but that's
Yeah.
that's beside the point.
Right. my home was a garbage can. No. No.
I was
did
moving the
that.
garbage can
Good
around,
parents.
and people ask me, "What are you doing?" I'm moving.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And
My parents' house is a garbage can.
yeah.
So, what is weekly news? Actually, do we have weekly news?
Oh, poop! I had something.
Well, I mean, I know
We can-
the
don't worry
series
about it.
of Unfortunate Events season 2 just came out on Netflix.
That is true.
Of which I'm very excited.
I haven't even watched the
Very
first season
excited.
yet.
I
I
feel
watched
like
the
many-
first episode and I was like, I'm gonna wait and actually watch them all at once.
There was the
Cannonball.
movie Blockers, starring John Cena.
Let me see how that came out.
That got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I heard
Oh
John Cena,
my God.
and I feel like I want to erase that from the podcast.
I don't
100%?
100%, and it's a film about him and
blockers?
it's a silhouette of a rooster, and then it says blockers underneath. I'll let you
Okay.
let you be an adult and piece
Yeah,
the rest together.
it got 89% on Rotten Tomatoes, 73 on Metacritic, and 4 out of 5 on Empire, which nobody cares about Empire.
I never even heard of
I'm surprised you.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you mentioned that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the opening weekend to critics, it got 100%.
Oh, I
but then it went down afterwards. Obviously,
A Quiet
It's gone.
Place either came out or is coming out
Quiet Place is coming out next week,
next week.
and the early screenings to critics, it got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
And I'm super pumped for that movie. Oh, speaking of movies that's coming out, last week David mentioned about Dog Isle. Did you mention
Isle
about
of Dogs, yes.
Isle of Dogs?
But
Did you
the
mention,
three of you wanna
did-
go
did-
see that.
Did you hear about
I've
that?
seen about it, but
Dude.
what's the director's name again?
Aw, you're putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your
I feel like I
hype
know
movie.
his
You should
face.
know
It
this by
is.
heart.
It is.
He's like one of those like.
It's a really good movie. It has
Is
such
it- is it-
like
is
a
it the
star
same-
power cast. It's crazy.
I
dude.
have the name on the tip of my finger, but
Wes Anderson.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
cool.
not West.
Now, have you heard the cast for Isle of Dogs?
I have
Let
not.
me just read you this ridiculous voice cast.
You thought Infinity War was
Yeah.
was insane.
Scarlett Johansson,
Mm.
Edward Norton,
Mm.
Bill Murray,
Mm.
Tilda Swinton,
Oh.
Bryan Cranston,
Yep.
Jeff Goldblum, Francis McDonald, Liv Schreiber, Harvey Keitel. Like, do I need to say more? Oko Ono is in this movie.
Is it bad that every time I hear Bryan Cranston's name, I immediately just think in my head, "It's time to cook"?
Well, I think of Malcolm in the Middle. Back to his best role ever.
No, you hear,
Most
but you
underrated.
okay. So
Just say.
Yeah.
It's time to cook. And my
It was probably
the Malcolm in the Middle thing that you mentioned. It reminded me of this short tangent. I heard of a theory that Walter White had to go into hiding in like a relocation program,
And he
so he became
yeah.
Malcolm's father
Yeah.
in this relocation, and that's like a fan theory or whatever. But that reminds me of these theories that I was talking to my fiance, and I was like, "Do you want to hear some Friends theories?" And
Friends?
friend theories,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
And
she
she,
of his friend.
yeah, no. The sitcom Friends that
Yes.
ran from I think 1990 to 2000. I think it ran for the 10-year
Yeah.
span. Yeah, I went through a few of them, and they're all terrible. They're not fun, nice
Oh,
theories
yeah.
about what happens afterwards. They're all like, it's all fake. It's all in Phoebe's imagination. She's a homeless drug addict, and she's creating
Wow.
these stories because she's looking through the coffee house and seeing all these people and imagining friendships and lives with all of them. And that was just one of them.
Oh.
But she was like, "That's terrible. That's not a theory. Why would you like destroy everything?" And she got really mad at not at me, but at just the
The audacity.
the idea behind it. She's like, "That's not a good theory," and I'm like laughing because I think it's kind of funny
It is.
to think about. But
Yeah.
she was not having it. No.
Oh.
But
So that is our weekly news.
I guess.
Well,
I guess.
if you could call
to
it
put a
that.
cap on that, Isle of Dogs has 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Very
Neat.
nice.
That's awesome.
So I
dude.
really want to see it, but the only problem is it's only playing in like the fancy theaters.
Oh.
'Cause
The
it's
the
a-
closest one is in Hillcrest, the fancy.
Because it's
fancy
like one of those hipster indie movies that like.
It's amazing.
Oh no, it looks good. I don't have a problem
Oh my
seeing
god,
it.
I want to
just-
see it. I
So
want to see
stuff we're into.
it.
Not Isle of the Dogs apparently,
Right?
because we can't watch it.
We haven't seen it yet. Upcoming news brought to you by the man who's able to make sounds out of his weenus.
Well, David, what have you been into this week?
Let's
Uh,
let you think about that. I have been into Jessica Jones just to hijack the conversation.
On Netflix?
Dibs.
Yes, on Netflix.
Dibs.
Ah,
Dibs. Shut your face.
But it's funny. Well, I'll say Jessica Jones and Series of Unfortunate Events, but I've only watched the first episode of both of them, so I'm not really into them.
but
As in,
Fake
I haven't
fan.
had time-
Fake fan.
Fake.
poser.
Fake alert.
Right?
But I've started watching them and they're both fantastic. Series of Unfortunate Events. Its humor is just really subtle, really fatalistic. I think it's
It's
the right
good
word.
though. It's good
Yeah,
though.
it's great.
Hey, you read the books?
I've
Yeah.
read 6 of the books.
Yeah, I've read all the books
How
twice
nice.
through.
How many are there?
There's 13 books,
Holy
and
crap.
they're
Very
all
short, but still-
fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't read all the books, but I love the show. I'm like
Yeah.
dying of laughter the whole time.
Yeah.
And I've tried to watch it with a few friends, and they don't get it.
No, they don't. It's
They're
but
just
it's
like-
it's the way the story's set up. It's very mellow. You know,
Mhm.
if you don't grab the humor while you can, if you don't pick it up,
If you don't
won't-
pick it up
you
at the
won't
beginning,
enjoy
you're
it at
not
all.
It
going
has a
Yeah.
very like melancholy theme, right?
It is.
Like, that's
Well,
the-
it's the series of unfortunate events. It's about the whole series. It's
Right,
just
I know about it.
terrible.
Like
There's a
I
small
remember
part
the
where it's
I remember the Jim Carrey movie that came out.
Yeah.
Which I know is not like
I
particularly.
enjoyed that movie. The cast on that.
Well,
movie
Jim
was really
Carrey
good.
was amazing. The child,
Meryl Streep was
the
good
child,
in
the
it.
child actors weren't
Yeah.
amazing, but yeah, I think that movie was okay. Like
Yeah.
looking back on it,
I
It's-
really liked it, but I think the series is way better.
I'm sure.
But there
well,
was this-
the
so there's
series
this one part of
it
the
has
series-
more time to build characters.
Yeah, but also I think they just did a better job at setting tone.
Yeah.
Like, the Jim Carrey movie was just too.
I was gonna say Neil Patrick
Yeah.
Harris plays Count Olaf.
Yes, and I
How
was
is- how is he as
confused,
that?
but he does a great job. He's
Mhm.
really great, especially when he's in costume. I would have never thought he would have worked.
How's that nose? How's that nose look on him?
I
Fair.
mean,
Does
Fits
it look?
the face kind of?
Does it not look fake?
No. Well,
Well, I mean, obviously it's
It's
fake because you
fake.
know that's not his nose. But
it's
does
fake
it look?
to the perception of the character, where it's like,
It's-
is
it's
that
exaggerated?
really his nose?
it's exaggerated.
It's very defined, and I guess that's part of the whole series too. Is that's kind of one of the ways they identify the Count when he's in his many costumes.
yes,
Ah.
So
prominent nose.
yeah.
That's
Prominent
fair.
member
And
of
I like how
society.
they in what the one episode I've seen, I like how they actually define where he was in theater, and they
Right.
do make it a little bit more musical, which I didn't think I would like, but I kind of get, because that's you have to add something more to it.
roast beef.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's this just an example of the humor. There's this one part where there's like these triplets, but there's only 2 of them now because one of them died,
Yes.
and they're like, "Oh, Twins, that's what you call triplets when one of them has been incinerated in a fire.
Oh,
So it gets
Oh.
dark, but
it's dark humor, but it's good though. It's
Dark
part of
to
the
say the least. Holy cow.
it's part of the
it's part of the charm.
vibe of the show, definitely. Yeah. What about you, Evan? What have you been into?
I'm still playing that good old Witcher 3.
Oh, you can't get away from it.
No, I took a break from it. I came back to it, and I've been hooked on it. It's really good.
Yeah.
I finished the main story, which apparently I looked up some facts about it. It has 13 different main story endings.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
13 or 16, one of the two.
It's a
It has a lot of
number.
different
Dang.
main story endings, and I just got one of them. And I might play through it again to
Do
see.
you have the DLC?
I have both the DLCs. I have
Do the DLC instead.
I will. I'm in the middle of doing the blue one. I can't remember the name of it.
Yes,
There's a blue and a red one. I can't.
Yeah.
I know the
It's like Heartstones. Or
and Heartstones, and then the other one is Blood Wine or something.
Blood and Wine.
Blood and Wine,
the
which has to
blue
do with
one, I don't
vampires. I,
remember.
know, but yeah, I'm in the middle of the first DLC, and I'm in the middle of the heist mission where I'm trying to steal the house for the guy, and it's interesting. I'm at a part of the mission where, like I mentioned before, it doesn't like point it out on the map. It just, hey, you need this thing, go find it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, where do I find that? And you kind of have to, it's a lot of trial and error running around finding where certain monsters are and what they give you to kind of figure out what you need to do. Because right now, like for specifics, I have to create this potion that needs a certain type of monster blood and wolf's bane. And I can't find any wolf's bane, or I don't know where to go to find it. I don't know what to kill to find it.
Can you search in like your journal or? I don't know,
Yeah,
maps?
I tried looking. Maybe I missed it, but yeah, it's like I tried killing a bunch of wolves. You don't get it from wolves, apparently.
Unless the drop rate is super low, which I hate.
Yeah,
It's like
I
you have
don't.
to kill 100 to get 2.
I don't think it is, because I think most of what you get is the same. It's pretty consistent, and the only time you get something different if the wolves are like mutated in a way, or if
Okay.
they're like wild dogs, then you get something different. But wolves, for the most part, you get like canine liver and like teeth or like skin or something like that. That's usually what you get. You don't really get like a rare like oh, like this one had a diamond in his stomach for some reason. Like you don't find anything like that. But I'm still loving the game. The character interactions are awesome, and I got through this one mission that was really funny where I'm supposed to show the ghost of this brother a good time. So basically, what ends up happening is he possesses my body for periods of time, and he's just doing fun stuff at a wedding, and like I lose a bet and I have to wear donkey ears for like half the. It's freaking hysterical. I love it.
love,
Yeah, it's a
Geralt.
fun game. And,
Geralt has
yeah.
the best, just sarcasm.
But what's
Just-
funny, well, it's so dry because
Yeah.
Witchers
Yep.
are like
Emotionless.
are drained of emotion, so they don't have emotion. But what's awesome is like hearing the ghost possess him and then hearing him like laughing and like being carefree, but like as with Geralt's voice, I'm like, that doesn't match.
Yeah.
That's so out of character for how he normally is. So I had a lot of fun with that mission. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to playing more and finishing this thing because this is a lot. In
You're
this
gonna be
game.
an empty man once it finishes. You're gonna be like, what is this time that I have now?
Yeah, it definitely has faults, but it's nowhere near like a perfect game. But it is definitely like one of the best games that I've ever played.
You've been playing Ni no Kuni, haven't you, Nathaniel?
How does one know this?
I mean, I know.
I've been playing the first one.
But what? Why haven't you started playing the second one?
Well, because I never beat the first one.
Excuse me?
I know. So I got PlayStation Now specifically to play that.
Okay, good.
Because yeah, I know. You've been playing Ni no Kuni too.
I've been wanting to. I don't
been
have a
wanting to.
PlayStation.
Oh, that is problematic.
I mean, not for me.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
He
PC?
he's
Sometimes
he's
PC,
part of the
Xbox.
problem.
Wow.
Sell your Xbox and help us propagate the master race.
They have a God of War coming out and it looks fantastic. I'm sure you.
I know God of
play
War
that,
4
right?
looks really good and it's PS4 exclusive.
What have you been playing?
Suck it!
I mean, Forza
Hey,
Horizon
Evan,
4
let's
was
not bully him.
confirmed, and Forza Motorsport 10 came into the limelight.
We don't
not too long ago.
care.
I care.
All right, David, what do you care about?
Halo
What have
6
you been
was,
playing?
I mean, I've been.
Or watching or
Halo 6 can suck eggs, dude.
making? I don't know. You heard it here
Excuse
first.
me.
Not for
Sorry.
me.
I have very
Jesus.
strong feelings. I hate Xbox so much.
I can tell. You're like
mean-
me with my Eagles.
Well, no, I started off on PS2.
Main topic, guys. Hating on Xbox.
I'm s-
Okay.
I started out on like PlayStation, the OG PlayStation, then went to
Right.
PlayStation 2.
Mhm.
Oh no, I went OG PlayStation, then I went GameCube. But then my dad convinced me, no, the PlayStation 2 is better, so I swapped it out for a PS2.
Why? GameCube is not as good as PS2.
So I had a PS2, and then for my birthday I got an Xbox 360, and then I had that for years.
Yes.
It's because at first the PS3 sucked.
Well,
It didn't have anything.
no,
And then
it had a
and then
few-
it just like took off.
It had a
Yep.
few exclusive games, and it was okay. Xbox 360 won like the next gen. Like,
Oh, yeah, completely.
console. Like
Oh,
that
dude.
one. But then when PS4 came out, it just blew Xbox One out of the water, and you cannot deny that, sir.
Debatable.
No, not debatable.
Everything on
Debatable.
Xbox One is on PC.
Okay, we have
now, so-
It
okay,
is true.
We have
I-
to we have to have that as a next topic. We have
No,
to,
trust me, I would love to play Last of Us. I would love to play a lot of PS4 exclusives. I'm in no way like I'm not like
You're not
oh,
like- you're not-
PlayStation's the worst.
You're not like an Xbox One apologist.
I won't be the devil. I mean, I won't be the devil's advocate because I play as much Steam as I do Xbox, and usually
Okay.
when I play Xbox, it's not multiplayer, which
I
I
hear
I
about
understand.
I hear a Sea of Thieves is doing pretty well though, right?
It's
not.
It's not to the point where it's
It
like
sucks.
it's like one of those you get in, you're like, oh, this is amazing, and then probably 4 or 5 hours into it, you're like, okay, I've robbed this many people, I've destroyed this many ships, I've found this many treasures. Is there anything else to this game? And the answer is no. And then
Not
you
until
turn it
5
off.
months down the line.
Yeah, not until the next DLC comes out for the same price as when you downloaded the game for. Oh my god,
Yeah.
Shut up and give me your money.
I know it's not
Anyway.
fair though.
As soon
Yeah.
as we're done harassing David,
Yeah.
what are you entertaining yourself with?
Let's see. I've been doing. I've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh. A little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh with Evan over here.
Yeah.
We're getting back into the
And Yu-Gi-Oh
childhood
pads.
passion. Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
on a nostalgia
absolutely.
trip lately. I plugged back in my Nintendo 64,
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
and I was
Do
like,
you have Ocarina of Time?
I gave that to a friend
No.
for the original Smash Bros on 64. So a good trade on my part.
Okay, that's
I, would-
fair.
Okay.
I can agree with that.
Because I had Melee, but I still have fond passion for 64. And I plugged in, and my big mistake was plugging in Donkey Kong 64 as the first game to come back to. Because you play it for 10 minutes, like, oh, this is fun, and then suddenly you realize, I should probably beat this boss. I should get that banana too. Oh, I've been playing for 6 hours. Why?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those games where
Yeah.
it pulls you in. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I guess
Okay.
we should actually talk about a topic.
A main
topic.
A main topic.
Main topic?
Main topic. Yes,
Right.
not like a topic, but the main topic.
What is our main?
Main topic.
I think Evan wants to tell us what the main topic is.
Dragon Ball Super.
Very nice.
Dragon Ball Super came to an end last week with episode 131.
Mm-hmm.
They got canceled, sadly. So.
No, it did. It's been
Oh, that type of end.
it's been put on a break, so to say.
But the arc ended.
The
arc got
Tournament of
canceled.
Power arc ended,
Mm-hmm.
Not canceled.
and which is the longest arc of Dragon Ball Super. It started on an episode 95 or 96, and it went to 131. So about
More than 40. Yeah.
about 40 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the longest arc in the series.
Right.
But the series that premiered July 5th, 2015, this series, if it had gone until July, it would have been on for 3 years.
Wow.
Almost made it to 3 years. But we are getting a Dragon Ball Super movie in December, I think 4th this year or 14th.
Sometime in December.
Sometime in December this year. That is a Dragon Ball Super movie that's taking place directly after the events of episode 131. That is confirmed.
But wait, there's more.
But there is more. We have a few plot details. The main antagonist is a Saiyan from another time. a Saiyan from another time is what they are describing this character. We don't know if it's from Universe 6 or from another universe or whatever, but we know that that's the main villain of the story, and that's the most information about the plot that we have is that.
And
So
then,
yeah, and then they said that there's a possibility that Dragon Ball Super will return July 2019. So Dragon Ball fans have that to look forward to. Now,
Well
now that
said.
you got that out.
Yeah.
we will be discussing the last 3 episodes of Dragon Ball Super, 129, 130, and 131, and giving our thoughts and opinions on what we thought about the episodes, and we'll be talking about it as one whole collective episode, and just talking about the events through, and we'll
We'll try to go step by step timeline and
try to go like
Also,
chronologically.
spoilers. I mean,
big spoiler. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't want to find out, or if you live underneath a rock, under a box, in a cave.
in a shoebox.
or if you just don't watch Dragon Ball Super, that's fine too.
I mean,
Because I know there's people who don't.
Then
Right.
they live in an extra
So
shoebox inside of the taco
So
shell.
real quick, just quick synopsis. Dragon Ball is a Japanese series where people fight. That is the premise of the show.
Yep.
Okay. Going
Done.
forward.
don't put any more sauce
Also,
on
they
it.
have
Yeah.
green hair.
Yeah.
but they don't. Have green
And basically the Dragon Ball series is surrounded by a character named Goku, which is he's
One of
an
the last.
He's one of the last of this alien race called Saiyans, which are known as being these fighting
Race
as
of
a
people.
fighting race of well, they're not necessarily evil, but
No, people.
Oh,
I said
I thought you said evil. People.
No.
they're
Yeah.
fighting evil people. No, they're they're only evil because they were enslaved by this universal tyrant or whatever, and we'll get more into that later.
So what happened the last time we saw our friends?
The last time we saw our heroes,
Yes.
Goku was about to lose to the evil Jiren and
he's-
have
okay.
his universe
Now-
erased.
Now. There was 10 universes fighting in this universal tournament, and each universe had 10 fighters,
Right.
which is a big battle royale stage going on. And Jiren is the strongest fighter from Universe 11, probably the strongest fighter.
The only one to give Goku a run for his money thus
Yes.
far.
Well, I mean, to really give it, because
You give him 2 runs for his money.
yeah, because Goku had some tough fights in this tournament,
Mhm.
but this one drove him to the absolute
Edge of
maximum
edge,
of
yeah.
his limit. Yeah, and he broke his limits multiple times. Now, at this point, Goku has tapped into this power called Ultra Instinct, which is
Right.
basically the ability for his body to move independently on his own without his brain telling him to.
And to look very, very shiny.
Yeah.
Yes, and he becomes very shiny and his eyes become silver. It's this whole
You turn into an LED light bulb.
yes, and there's this blue kind of watery looking
Aura.
and it's described as this heat.
Yeah.
And that whole idea of heat keeps coming up throughout,
Yeah.
as they fight and the spectators talk about it.
Right.
Now, Goku taps into this power once again as Jiren has him on the edge and he's about to eliminate him.
Yeah, the literal edge.
Literal edge. Yeah, he's got his back. One of his back heels is hanging off the edge of the
floating rock.
of this floating rock that's remaining of this ring, which has been blown in half
To bits. You
there's
can't even call it a ring.
Half of the ring is destroyed, and there's debris all over the place.
And it's
which
supposed to be made of this indestructible
yeah,
material, right?
this stage is supposed to be made out of a substance.
It's made out of
that,
flex
that
tape.
these deities called gods of the destruction
Yeah.
can't destroy.
Yeah.
Yet these mortals are destroying it and making making it an asteroid field.
The gods were just like, who did we have? Those damn contractors
I guess
told us
they
this
weren't
stuff was
gods.
indestructible. Yeah.
So Goku, taps
the
into
edge.
this. Yeah, he taps into this Ultra Instinct ability, and
Boom,
then
boom, punch, punch,
Jiren and Goku go at it again. They
Yep.
start fighting again.
And then he lands a hit on.
He does
Jiren.
land a few hits on Jiren, and you kind of see Jiren start to get a little pissed because he's
Yeah.
like,
Nani?
Nani? I I see it as just less angry and more like frustration because he's like,
Yeah.
damn it, like I usually don't have to try this hard. Why is this so hard?
Oh, yeah.
And I can't keep this guy down.
Yeah.
And just kind of seeing his character get really like flustered.
Mm-hmm.
It was really funny to watch. And just hearing him like
Struggle for
struggle
once.
while throwing punches. Just,
Yeah. The guy who was once super quiet didn't like make any like impact.
He's very stoic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jiren is part of this group called the Pride Troopers, and these guys are the defenders of Universe 11.
Yeah.
And Jiren is supposed to be like the strongest out of all of them, and he has a very tragic backstory where his character not his character. As a child, his parents were killed in front of him, and he spent his whole life training to
With no friends.
Yeah. I mean, he had friends, but his friends turned their back on him, and he lost his mentor to the same evil that killed his parents. It's very Batman-esque.
Yeah.
So yes, no friends.
No
he
friends.
just has like people he uses like. Or
Darkness, no parents. And his.
I mean, that's basically Jiren. at
that's
this point.
basically Jiren's character, and it sounds almost like pretty much like that.
Batman versus Superman. What?
No, stop.
No, literally, because you have Batman, Jiren, versus Superman, a baby from a foreign planet that's super strong and only fights.
Jiren isn't rich. He's rich in sadness though, and darkness,
Oh man. Anyway, oh my gosh.
and no parentsness.
Parentsness?
No
parentless.
Yes, there you go.
Orphaned?
Parentless.
Orphan? Yeah,
Orphan?
you mean orphan?
Yes, that
But
works.
yeah, so anyway, Jiren has spent his entire life growing stronger so that
And not having friends.
he just let that go. We know
I
we got
just like
it.
him not.
I
Having
mean, Friends is on Netflix now.
Well, I mean, now he has it. He could probably go watch.
Now
it
you can watch Friends
Yeah.
whenever.
Do they have Netflix in Universe 11? Is it just backwards?
Do they
Super
have
Saiyan
do they have
flicks.
Netflix in Universe 7 where Goku's from?
I mean,
It's not the
they
same.
better.
It's not
They
our
have a
same
time
It's
machine.
not our same universe, dude. Like
know.
they have a dog as president.
it's fair. I mean,
We're not too far off, but
not too. Wow.
I don't know if the dog is president would be fair, but
That's gonna be the next race war. Why can't other subspecies
why can't my
vote?
toaster run for vice president?
why can't this giraffe be president?
Yeah.
Anyway.
His name is.
Why is
Skippy
there a
and he's
height
cool.
limit? Maybe my hippopotamus wants to ride on this roller coaster too. Why is there a weight limit? Anyway, so on the ropes, Jiren and Goku go at it. They spar off, matching each other's punches for a good minute. And then, of course, Jiren starts to overpower Goku once again in his somewhat controlled Ultra Instinct.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
he
the form he's in, he has black hair and he has this kind of like bluish, whitish
Oh,
glow
they went
around
Jiren,
him.
and I was very confused.
No. It's like Jiren doesn't have hair.
Black hair.
Right.
Goku has just silver eyes and he has his black hair. A lot of people are referring to this as Ultra Instinct Omen, which is like not mastered Ultra Instinct. Which after Goku, is like fighting Jiren, and it still doesn't seem to be enough. He's getting there, but he's still not quite as strong. He gets a pep talk from his best buddy Vegeta on the sideline, which is a Saiyan as well, and he's more proud of his Saiyan heritage. He's basically, this is unacceptable.
Yeah. Just
Knock it off.
Yeah. Nut up or
Like-
shut up.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And Goku snaps out of it, and he starts to power up and basically creates a universe.
I mean, yeah.
That's
Mini universe, yes.
I remember, we were watching it, and Nathaniel was just like, did he just create a galaxy?
Yeah.
It's like,
So
yes.
he made a giant universe-esque thing with energy.
And that was like the remnant of like his energy. Like,
That's
Yeah.
like that was
That's
his,
all of
that
his-
was his heat expanding and
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
and
So then he slurps it up spaghetti noodle style. Jiren gets pissed off. Jiren creates like a sun of like energy
And then
compresses
condenses-
it and then tries throwing it at Goku while he's slurping up his energy
Energy.
noodles. And then Goku goes like Ultra Sandwich and
and then
jumps
he
up.
catches it.
Okay, so in context, Goku's like almost knocked out of the ring. He's on this like little rock that's about to like fall out of the ring and make him eliminated. And Jiren's way up above him on the like what used to be the ring, throwing
Right.
this attack down. And in an instant, Goku
It's just behind him.
just behind him, like
and he has the ball that he caught.
he has
in
his
hand.
attack, and then
And
he
just
just
like,
waves it away.
He just kind of like flicks his wrist and
Yeah.
it dissipates.
Yep, like a
Oh man. So basically, Goku through all this heat that he absorbed, he's now mastered this Ultra Instinct form, which, in comparison, most of the deities that we mentioned before, the gods of the destruction, they haven't
Yeah.
even mastered it yet. Like
They
the best of the
struggle
best
to.
hasn't even struggled. They've struggled to master this form, and Goku's mastered it under 30 minutes.
yeah, ridiculous.
Well, not under 30, under an hour, basically. And
So
P90X
Jiren-
pays off.
So then Jiren like starts being on the ropes. Is not doing so well.
yeah.
Yeah,
So Jiren starts getting his butt absolutely kicked. Goku is
which
now,
is a refreshing thing to see.
We do see this in the beginning. Now we're more into episode 130, and Goku has mastered this form, and he is, he's kicking the crap out of Jiren at this point, and Jiren's
Yeah.
getting really frustrated.
Yeah,
Like even more so than before. And what ends up happening is Jiren is also kind of like a Mary Sue character, where it seemed like every episode they keep saying it's like Jiren's using his full power. He did that like 4 or 5 times.
yeah. He's
And
not.
now he's going to his fullest power.
That is
And
full.
At his fullest.
Yep.
And now he's on par with Goku's form now, and a part of it, kind of becomes like plot holy-ish at some points, because you're like, okay, like how many times are these characters gonna power up? It's becoming a little
Yeah, because
like
repetitive.
power scaling wise, it's
Yeah.
becoming a little
Jiren
inconsistent.
gets to the point where he has like his own type of like ultra instinct, except I don't know what you would call it.
His
It's like
his,
red.
his aura
already.
is similar to Goku aesthetically,
Yes.
but it is red. It is a different color.
I think it's
and a lot of
called
people
the
were
lack of friends aura.
Yeah.
I think he just uses channels that
as his Batman aura, whatever.
Mhm.
Anyway, so now Goku and Jiren are again very, very much like on the same level
Until
and
they're not.
Until they're not, and then Goku, so basically
Starts to lose it a little bit.
starts to lose a little, but then comes back and starts kicking the crap out of Jiren, and then Jiren. Jiren knocks down Goku, but Goku gets back up, and Jiren's like, "Why won't you stay down?"
Yeah.
Like, he's getting mad, and Goku's saying, "Is like, no, like my universe, my friends are trusting me, so I have to win," which is completely opposite of Jiren's mindset, because he only trusts himself and his own strength.
Yeah.
He's just like, for having friends is useless. So at one point, Jiren actually tries to make a point, and he like shoots a blast at the
Yeah, he gets
at
frustrated.
the stands
Yeah. He
and
gets-
tries to take out Goku's friends and teammates.
And Goku's like, no.
Goku's like, absolutely not.
like
he-
beats his attack to the stage, like moves faster than his attack, which at this
yeah.
point both of them move retarded fast.
Yeah, like all this is supposed to be happening like within a minute.
Yeah. So so Jiren attacks from like super far away, like you think
Retarded
it's gonna
fast.
happen. Yeah.
So what you're saying, he's not going very fast.
I mean, there's retard strength where it's like,
I mean, like, are you going really that fast, or are you kind of just like stumbling?
Excuse me,
around?
sir. That's
Like-
not PC to say the
like
word
it's
retarded.
absurd how fast he's going.
I know what you meant. I know
Yes,
what you meant. It was
yes.
just funny to me.
So he uses I don't know if it was.
Jutsu.
He
I
did
don't know
not
if-
use instant transmission.
Yeah,
He
I
did
thought
not.
it was for a second, but no, he's
He
just
did
moving
not,
that
no.
fast.
He moved absurdly fast.
Yep.
And
And
then
knocks the attack
Goku
away.
gets mad at the idea that Jiren threatened his friends.
Yep.
So Goku goes and just beats the ever living piss
Yeah.
out of Jiren.
He goes Wreck-It Ralph on him
Ooh.
and gets Jiren to the point where
Now,
he's like,
for a moment, I want to pause and just talk and appreciate the animation that went behind these 3 episodes, because they were all spectacular.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
They had their best 4 animators working on this episode, on these episodes, with my favorite animator, Yuka Takahashi, or he was one of the main animators for 131.
yeah,
And we'll get to that in a second, but he was like one of my favorite animators from like the original Dragon Ball Z series, and he came back for this one, and he only really helped out with episodes from the Tournament of Power
yeah.
arc. He didn't really help with any arc before that.
So he's a man in high demand.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and he's very good at what he does. So that's why he. That's why he. I think they waited to get him on until this arc, because this one I think was the most important one. Now with that being said,
Very pretty, very flashy.
so
very
Goku,
fluid.
yes,
A lot
Goku-
of color, a
lot
lot
of
of
color,
color, a lot
yes.
of definition, good attention to light detail.
Yes, absolutely.
There was this one part where Vegeta was just like standing there, and he was the buffest I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
so much like
was
definition
so
in his,
toned.
and you saw like the muscle fibers
Yeah,
under
yeah.
his skin. It was
and he was
very
just like standing there, just chanting, just like yelling at Goku, just
yeah,
like
cheering him on,
I'm so
cheering him
pumped."
on. And it was funny. Where was he standing? Because you saw all the debris behind him, but
Yeah,
like
where
you
was he
didn't see the
standing?
stand. Like where?
It's just
But,
randomly
yeah,
at
it
one
looked
point
it looked weird. I was like, where? I remember we were watching. I was like, where is he standing?
Like all of a sudden, I'm now standing over here.
Yeah. So
Jiren's on his knees now.
Jiren's on his knee. No, he's on his back on the ground after Goku fires a Kamehameha and knocks him into one of the asteroids in the in the asteroid field. And I swear, what it looked like to me was Goku was about to give him his energy.
Yeah, Goku was told to eliminate him
Mm-hmm.
because Jiren no longer is in his red fancy form,
Yes.
sort of Ultra Instinct
But
kind of
Goku
form.
knows what it's like to have friends, and he wants to make a new one.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, and then here's a theory that I heard thrown around that I think kind of makes sense. So the idea behind Ultra Instinct is that it's a state of mind that where your body moves independently from your mind, and it keeps your body out of danger without your brain thinking it. So a lot of people are thinking or saying that it's like Goku was gonna give Jiren his energy, but then his body was like,
No.
he knew that would be a threat, so his body stopped him.
Yeah.
So,
So something happened where visually what happens is screen goes black and you only have red outline of the characters. Only
it's
outline.
very aesthetically different.
It
Yeah.
than
even looks
what
like
most
his
of
like back splits open.
Yeah, it makes it
Yeah.
look like he got like physically injured,
Yeah,
where like a large cut on his back opened up or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Goku falls over, no longer in Ultra Instinct,
no.
on the ground, and then
Purple, black,
purple
energy
and
just-
black energy spewing everywhere.
And Goku is in a lot of pain.
Yeah, a lot of
and a
pain.
lot of
Yeah, you're
Doing his best Smeagol impression.
Oizawa, the voice actor behind the Japanese Goku is she's putting her heart and soul into the performance, and you can definitely feel the pain.
Heart, soul, and lymph nodes.
and vocal cords.
Yep.
And Goku like falls over. He like doubles over in pain, and
Yep.
he's like on the ground. And they kind of explain it briefly, and they say like, oh well, it looks like his limit breaking power
Had a limit.
had a limit, and like this god form that he achieved took too much of a toll on his body.
Mm-hmm.
So
Universe 11 is now like, punt kick him, just get him, just destroy him.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
Pennywise is like, yeah.
Okay, by the way, okay, what he means by Pennywise is that one of the god of destruction of Universe 11, his name is Belmod, and he is a clown.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not making that up.
And the angel that resides over that universe, and there's angels are stronger than guards of destruction. The angel looks like Harley Quinn.
She has the dual
Pigtail.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of those memes on
Yep.
the internet.
But
Now, Belmont is screaming at Jiren to eliminate him, and Jiren blows up the ring or the stage underneath Goku, and he's falling, and it seems like he's been eliminated.
Yep.
But then, out of nowhere, there's just like this wave of energy just kind of like knocks Goku, and he like flops onto one of the asteroids.
Yep, on one of the
One of those safely placed.
Get on with it!
placed asteroids. That's the word I wanted.
Yep.
There you go. And you pan over and you see Frieza, which was his character. He was an enemy in many different arcs.
Oh, yeah.
Through Dragon Ball Z and through Dragon Ball Super. And
Frieza the Giza.
yeah, and his character he was the
kind of the unknown of the arc, really, because
I mean he was very like sneaky. He
Yeah.
didn't do a whole lot until like closer to the end.
yeah,
But his character throughout Dragon Ball, he's been this evil, sadistic, like emperor overlord character.
yeah.
Which
Some of you might be wondering, why is he there? Well, they're supposed to have 10 members in order to participate in this tournament, and they only had 9 because one of the members that they were going to have, also a former enemy turned friend of the group of Goku's friends, couldn't participate. So Goku, with his childish wisdom, says, "Oh, we'll just bring back Frieza from the dead," which is a thing you can do, and we'll just promise him that if he helps us out in this tournament and we win, we'll revive him from the dead. Because that makes perfect sense in Goku's mind. So they go
in Goku's mind, it's like,
He just wants to-
it's gonna say like we're strong enough to beat him.
Yeah.
So if he tries to do anything stupid, we'll just kick his butt, and then he
Right.
won't do anything. So,
Yeah.
I mean, Goku. I mean, he has a pretty.
He has a thought process.
Yeah, he has it well thought out. He's like,
Yeah.
if he tries to do anything, we'll beat him. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Right.
So
Thousands
Frieza
of people
appears.
might die in the process, but it's okay.
Yeah.
yes. So Frieza's still kicking. There's a lot of people that were debating whether or not he was out or whether he was still in. It was very clear that he was still in because he didn't appear on the sidelines at all, and he was hiding somewhere amongst the rubble.
Right.
And
Which is very easy to do.
to everyone's surprise, another character or another member of the Universe 7 team.
Android 17.
Yeah, Android 17, which everyone presumed that he was dead. That he blew himself up.
Yeah.
Which was not the case. There was a big explosion, but the body was never found.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun, dun,
But
dun.
now
And
it
then,
appears
which
alive.
was the biggest surprise I think of that episode.
Yeah.
Was seeing Android 17 get up through the smoke and everyone just going,
His
Yeah.
jeans
And-
only have 3 holes in them.
and
Must be
he,
Dickies.
so then now it's Frieza, Android 17 versus Jiren.
Yep.
And Goku's
Going
on a
into
rock.
131, and Goku is currently incapacitated, but that it will not be that way for long.
Yep.
Now, going to the last stretch of this
Yep.
fight, what ends up happening is Frieza and Android 17, they do their best. I feel like they're trying to stall is what's going on.
Mhm.
Is they're just trying to stall. But then Goku is able to find the strength to stand up and fight with them.
Yeah.
And then what takes place after this is what I can only describe is probably the best Dragon Ball fight scene I
Yeah.
have ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I watched this episode for the first time with David, and I nutted.
You were freaking out. Yeah.
It was amazing.
You were freaking out.
It was so freaking good. The animation, yeah, Yua Takahashi, so good, man.
Yeah.
He's so freaking good.
Master of his craft, for
Oh,
sure.
so good. And personally, my opinion of episode 131, I feel like after the fight, I don't feel like the fight was really rushed. I feel like the fight, it was really, really good. I feel like afterwards,
just
post
wrap up.
fight, everything was kind of rushed after that. I feel like
I mean, even towards the end, you see kind of the aftermath, and it's just like they have this several scenes that are almost
Of
like stills.
yeah, they're very
Yeah.
much stills of like people returning to their families and stuff, and it's
And you mentioned
Yeah.
you were like, I want to see that.
Yep.
I know,
So
just like these pictures.
you're spoiling the result of the fight. So the three of them go, and they
yes.
square up against Jiren, who is putting up a last ditch effort to
Yes.
stay in,
yeah, absolutely.
and definitely giving the three of them the run for their money.
And then what ends up happening, Frieza takes his left arm, Goku takes his right arm, and they just
Charizard size
charge
toss.
off the stage and eliminate all three of them at once. And
Yep.
Android 17, the least likely
Yeah.
member of Universe 7,
Is now the winner.
is the winner of the Tournament of Power. No one saw that coming. I remember after seeing everything happening and it's quiet, Android 17 staring off the distance like, what just happened? I'm like, did Android 17 just win this?
Yeah.
And then you see Goku and Frieza and Jiren all plop on on the sidelines. I'm like, 17 just won the freaking Tournament of
Yeah.
Power. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yep.
And so
gets
basically,
his
the
dirty
Tournament
little
of Power is the
whole
winner.
tournament, yeah.
The winner gets these Super Dragon Balls, which are these magical orbs that
When
have
gathered.
have a dragon inside. Once you gather all 7 of them, and then you can make any wish you want. These balls are the size of planets.
Yeah.
And the dragon is ginormous.
Yeah,
And
they were
very
the reward for winning the Tournament of Power. You
Is-
could literally
is the-
wish for anything. Whereas in contrast, the old Dragon Balls had limitations. How many times you could revive people, what you can do with them, what was in your power of doing
Yeah.
something. These are anything.
You could do
Yeah.
anything you
Which
want.
I'm surprised 17 wasn't like, I want more wishes. Like, come on.
I wish
Right.
everyone in my team had one wish.
Yeah. Like, come on. Let's be.
Well, then the episode would have gone on longer, and they would have had to make
That
one
and
more
also,
episode.
I think
Yeah.
he was just in the moment, was not expecting to win, so
Yeah.
let's just give him
It's
the
just
benefit
like-
of the doubt.
yeah.
So, with that being said, what he does wish for
Is
he-
not half a Kit Kat bar.
So
like, actually more.
so during the tournament
Klondike.
of power, every time a
Klondike.
universe ran out of contestants in the tournament,
Yep.
their universe was erased.
Mhm.
Like
So
on
when
the spot.
you have 10 out, that means
You're it.
You're literally
You're done.
out
Your
of
universe is erased.
everything.
So what he does is he wishes for all the universes that were erased to be brought back, which is a
Right.
very noble wish. Which we find out if the winner made a selfish wish, they would have erased everything.
Just
Yeah.
everyone.
So I was
Apparently.
like, man. He originally wanted a boat. Can you imagine?
I know,
He's
right?
Like, I want a boat to take my family on vacation, and they're like, "Oh wow, really?
They're like, no.
Yeah.
You're all
so selfish.
You're on
We
the
erase everyone.
you're on the
Yeah.
fast boat to erasing, right there.
Boat
that was
racing,
terrible.
Yeah.
That was a terrible joke.
Erasing.
I'm sorry.
like
Um,
racing on the internet. Like it's
So this sounds like
Yeah.
this is a whole lot of exposition, but I just want to talk to you guys and just want your guys' opinions on everything and how ending was. Do you think it was an appropriate ending to Dragon Ball
Oh
Super?
yeah. Yeah. I liked how it was a different ending from the past ones. I felt like a lot of it was pretty repetitive. You know, early Dragon Ball it was kind of cut and paste. You have this big enemy that they're hyped up for. Everyone has to train to defeat him. He gets there. Everyone gets obliterated except for Goku or one of the other, one or two other people that are still hanging around.
Right.
And then they either sacrifice themselves or they do something noble to help Goku instill the courage to defeat him. And then it was like that over and over and over. And then, of course, differences being the Cell arc and Majin Buu arc and, a few other ones. But it was pretty much cut and paste. So I
I
don't know.
wanted
I like,
Vegeta to win.
yeah, I know, right?
I really wanted Vegeta to win.
never catches a break.
No.
Yeah.
Toriyama hates Vegeta.
He probably does.
Mm.
You never know. Anyway, I liked it. It was different. It ended differently.
Yeah.
It was all around good.
What about you, Nathaniel? I know you haven't been following the series as closely as David and I have, but but just being a fan, being a casual fan of Dragon Ball, to say the least, how do you feel about these, at least these last 3 episodes?
Yeah, I thought they were really well done. I really like the ending. I thought I liked that it was positive. Like you said, it was like a little bit. It could have been drawn out more. Kind of just. I like the just cheeriness of how it ended. It reminds me of kind of like Dragon Ball Z with him going off to train.
Yeah.
Oob.
Yeah,
Oob.
and it just I liked it, and I like that they bring back Jiren because I want to see what they do with him. Like
Yeah.
when they bring back the season or bring back the series like next year, or if
Yeah.
they do bring it back.
What I want them to do is they were teasing a plan for a story. So Universe 6 is like parallel to 7, where they have a lot of the same races like humans and Saiyans and Namekians. That's another like alien race. Now the Saiyans of Universe 6. They're still on this planet Sadala, like before they were taken over by Frieza, or all that stuff. And,
Right.
And they're not as much. They haven't evolved into a fighting race like Universe 7 has, or they're not built the same way, but they still are Saiyans.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that. I want to see Vegeta take a trip to Planet Sadala and like. see these old Saiyans and see
That would
and see that interaction. I really want to see that.
a series where you could travel between universes.
Yeah.
Frieza decides, it's too hard to take Universe 7 because Goku lives there. I'm gonna travel to Universe
9, where
there's
you only
other
have to,
Saiyans.
you only have to deal with the frickin' wolves and they
Yeah.
suck. So
So he slowly starts taking universes. Meanwhile,
I
everyone else
would-
goes travels, sees Jiren, sees the rest of them, right? And then Frieza comes along, big bad Frieza. But I think that would be pretty cool. See old Frieza try and do his Frieza stuff.
Yeah.
Take over everything.
yeah, I think so. What I wanted to happen at the end of this tournament is I wanted Goku and Vegeta to be left, and I wanted them to be like, okay, well, we can't have. Okay, there's like a fusion where they can put on an earring on opposite ears.
Yeah, you wanted-
fuse. I wanted the fusion dance
Yeah.
because Gogeta is amazing. I really wanted him to be canon.
I know.
I was really hoping for that, but they didn't come through.
No.
but it's only a matter of time.
It can't climax like that though. You gotta give time.
You gotta tease it a little.
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't want to give you what you want.
That's true.
And just
I
in
do
terms of
like.
that.
I
Damn
do
you,
like-
Toriyama!
I mean, I loved how it was unexpected ending.
Yeah.
That was great.
It was. No, I liked the ending. I thought it was good. It wasn't the obvious Goku gets the win and
Yeah.
everyone's
Hooray.
happy. Yeah.
In a way, he did because it was his wish. 17 wished for everyone to come back, which was Goku's wish. I did like, whilst watching the series progress, I did love watching all of the absurd fan theories. Anyway, so yeah, I did enjoy. I enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed episode by episode. Like, I'm sure if I went and watched it back and bonsai'd through it, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it as much as I did having watched it every single week and waiting to find out what
Yeah.
is going to happen next. What's going to be next.
I
So-
enjoyed watching it like week by week, and then like
Yeah.
seeing everyone's
Seeing it-
theories beforehand, and
Yeah.
then seeing
What
what
actually
happens.
happens.
Like
It's
that's
enjoyable.
Yeah, no, that was fun. I don't think binge watching it would be as fun.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
That would drive me crazy.
Yeah.
I think.
Watching 129, 130, and 131 just now in a row, it put that in perspective where I'm like, episode 130 was good, but upon rewatching it right after 129, it's very different on how I felt about the episode, where it was just like, finally they're fighting on even footing. Finally
Yes.
Jiren's having problems. When you're watching it like that, it's just, I don't know, it's different, it's weird,
Yeah.
but no,
It's
I
like
do
watching
like
it as one continuous thing, and it's just like,
Yeah.
wow,
You don't have
that's
like the wait periods in between where like it
Yeah.
has that build up.
Yeah.
yeah. I think my fiance told me, she's like, when I got into Supernatural, this is totally off topic, but when I got into Supernatural,
It has the word super in
she told me, and it was like almost all of it was on Netflix, and I was just binge watching it. She was like, see, but this is different. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to wait for the new episode
Yeah.
to come out. You
Yeah.
could just
Those
you could just
words.
hit next.
Yeah.
This isn't fair.
I know.
Like you're not a true fan until you've had to wait for the next episode.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
That's how I feel about One Piece. Christ.
It was,
Yeah.
what, 20 years now.
It's so
How long has One Piece been going on?
A long
It's
time.
a long time. I
A
know
long
more
time.
than 15 years.
I know they have the record for the longest and most successful running anime / manga.
I know, like they haven't
Japan.
taken a break and started a new
The
series,
only-
right?
the only-
They've it's just been going on.
And I remember like it was like a couple of years ago or so. The creator was like, "Yeah, I'm like halfway through the series."
Not even, he said. Not even halfway.
Not even halfway.
How many seasons have there been?
A lot. They are closing in on almost 1,000 episodes now.
Yes.
The only anime, in perspective, the only anime that has more episodes on than One Piece does, I think it was made in like 1980.
Yeah, it's like an ongoing one, right?
It's an ongoing one, and
Like a
it's
gag
Detective
one?
Conan.
Yes.
And it's a children's anime.
Oh my god.
And there's like super short episodes, and
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
but
Well, what do you do with One Piece? Like, how do you continue that story for more than 1,000 episodes?
That
you
is
know
a
what?
whole nother.
that is the masterfulness, and we could actually how much of One Piece have you watched?
None.
None.
Oh man.
I've stayed away on purpose.
And
because of
don't
its-
you dare try to tell me something like, okay, we're gonna binge watch 1,000 episodes.
You better catch up.
How? I have a life.
Breaking
sir.
news, new series. Reactions to One Piece by
Oh my
Evan.
goodness.
Oh. Well, no, we got
But-
well, first we got to do is we got to create the series like Marvel movies through the eyes of Lada.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do.
Yep.
Because she sent me. I have text.
Oh.
I have text message streams for 2 movies. We
Yeah.
got to go through.
So-
So 3.
Thanks
We
for
got
tuning
really
in.
off topic, but yeah. Overall, yes, Dragon Ball Super is a great series. I'm really happy with how it ended.
Oh yeah.
The last episode was kind of rushed. I feel like they could have used just one epilogue episode, but it was still good.
It was
And-
perfect though.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. And
So.
I think the future is very bright for
Oh,
Dragon
yeah.
Ball Super and just Dragon Ball as a franchise. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us and for listening to us spout and expositor
Yeah.
everything that
And talk
happened.
over each other.
and
We'll
talk
call
over
this
each
the ADD podcast, just everywhere.
other. Just some point, just get on with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
we'll
Yep.
see you next time.
weird. I got an email on my Yahoo account. Okay, no. So backstory. This is gonna be a long intro to this. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It's
But-
okay.
So I was like on my Yahoo account because I forgot my password to my Gmail. Again, my Yahoo is my spam filter. Everyone knows Yahoo is only used for a spam filter now.
No, I don't use it first.
Excuse me?
That's my main email.
Yahoo is your main email? That's a whole new podcast.
I can confirm that, and yes, he is 10 years in the past.
Oh, awesome. Do you use AOL too? Like, oh my god. He uses AOL too.
don't use it.
He uses like Hotmail or something. Okay, but anyway, so I'm on my Yahoo. I'm just going through the spam for some reason because I'm trying to find the password reset. And all of a sudden, I see.
You're going through your spam and you see emails from me.
Wow, right? But like, hey David, it's been a long time. Why don't you? That's why. That's why
David.
we've been apart for so long.
Hey, David, just writing for the 5th year in a row.
Yeah. Week number 445. You still haven't responded. You are the worst.
I hate you.
Yeah, but here's what happened in my life. So,
I'm engaged now.
yeah, back on track. I'm going through my spam filter, and what do I find? An email, right? From RuneScape.
No way.
I'm like, no. I go click on it. It's just like, congratulations, your account is 10 years old.
Oh.
I'm like, what? So I immediately go on to RuneScape. I go and try and download it. It's so much different. And then I realize they have an old school server now. So it's not completely lost. I hop on. I'm like, this is everything I remember it to be. This is what. And I checked. They have a log of how long you played. Oh my God. I wasted 1,300 hours on that game. I did math. Do you know how long that is?
How long is that, David?
I'll do some fast math
How
for you
many
right
weeks
now.
is that, or is it
I
months?
forgot how many. Let me see. 1,300 divided by, let's see, 24 hours in a day. That's 54 days straight of that game. Yeah. But you know what?
Worth it.
I added like 2
Not
or
worth
3
it.
more hours because I was like, oh, see how much is different.